One of the greatest lessons that I've learned homesteading, or perhaps one of the greatest virtues that I've come to appreciate, is humility. Here's this. I've spent 24 years in school, and I got out an expert in something. Coming in the country and contemplating nature has made me realize that even though I might be an expert in something, I really, actually virtually know nothing. No matter how much an authority anyone can be on something, the reality is that we virtually know nothing. Let me show you what I mean. This mama hen sat there for 21 days on those eggs. She barely moved. She just came out a few times to drink and eat. Sometimes a few days would go by without her coming out for a drink. She knew she was up to something. And so 21 days later, she hatched 6 eggs, or 6 chickens, I should say. She knew what to do, and she knows what to do now. It's been a week since these babies hatched. Now they come out, they follow her everywhere. She protects them incredibly well. She will jump at people, things, animals, rain, whatever it is, anything. She'll do anything to protect those little ones. She knows what to do. Here's another mom. She has 5. They hatched 3 days ago. She's doing the same thing. She's scratching. She's eating. She's teaching them what to do. She's moving around. And they follow and they watch. And they're the cutest thing, especially when they jump in their mom's back. About 3 weeks ago, this duck went broody. She started to see it on eggs. She's never seen it done. But instinctively, she knew what to do. And she built this huge nest, much bigger than that little corner where the ducks will lay their eggs in the morning. She sat there and she protected that nest and made it bigger and comfortable. She still has 1 more week to go, but she knows exactly what to do, and that is to sit there, to wait, and to protect those eggs. And the ducklings are gonna come here. At first, when I would come out here, say the first couple of days when she went broody, she would jump and run around, scared, afraid of me. But now, she's not afraid of me. She's not afraid of anyone, because she is protecting those eggs. She is protecting life, and she is restful and quiet and peaceful there, but she's also very alert. Look at her eyes. She's keeping those eggs warm, but she's keeping an eye on me. Now there's something intrinsically beautiful about this. You see, I love sitting here and watching this animal watch me. You know, watching this duck, being a duck, and incubate those eggs. But for as beautiful as the prospect of life might be when I stare at the incubator and those eggs in it, the image that I get here is much more profound. It really makes me think of the miracle of life much more than in the mechanized version that I get on the incubator. There's some beauty here that cannot be matched. Now, if I were to put the eggs in the incubator, which I've already done, and I'm just about to do, I am going to have to start monitoring those things every day. But think about this, all the energy that goes into that, all the natural resources that go into that, right? These things have to be plugged in. You have to put water in to keep humidity. You have to keep checking on those things. So there's some kind of input. And there's a responsibility, the human responsibility of making sure that things are working. So in other words, you have to be checking on those eggs constantly. And then there's the brooder and the heat lamp. And here we have these mamas who have their built-in brooder and heat lamp. And those chicks go in and out as they please. And you don't have to plug it in. You don't have to keep a thermometer going. And that's the stuff the chickens are willing to do for free and naturally, instinctively. This past weekend, I hatched 9 turkeys in the incubator. That's cute. It's always nice to see life, and it's so fascinating. It's so wonderful when you go over this process, 20-something days, 28 days for turkeys, and they finally hatch, and it's rewarding. You feel like you become a parent again. Certainly I do. I love that. But those were 28 days that I was constantly checking on the incubator. This is 8. This is 8 eggs out of 35 that went in the incubator. My hatchability rate is not nearly as good as when the chickens or the turkeys or the dogs do it themselves. They're hardwired for that stuff, and they don't use as much energy as we do to do that. So that's a lesson. It's a lesson on sustainability or so, and that is something that we have been trying to implement in our breeding program with our Australorps. We're breeding for that broody instinct. And so we've been very fortunate because we have quite a number of broody hens, and so we'll continue to breed for that. Till we can get there, we have to rely on technology. And so here we have this styrofoam incubator, which we've had for a few years. We've had relative success with it, and then we have this other cabinet incubator that we've borrowed from a friend. It's been a long-term loan since this is the second season we're going to be using it, and I just cleaned it up and got it going this morning. So hopefully I'm going to put some chicken eggs in here from our Australorps. In the styrofoam, I'm going to try again with turkey eggs and expect to do better this year, or this time around, to do better than 9 that we did last time. But let me show you something. Actually, let me ask you to listen for something. there are fans running, and there are heating elements running to keep the temperature where it's supposed to be, to keep air circulating, to keep humidity where we want it. And so it takes energy. It takes energy that we have to put into that. So on the one hand, we have the energy, right? We have the input, that is water and things and time that we have to put into taking care of this, versus chickens, broody hens who are willing to do the work. Hatchability rate about 25% for me. Yeah, some people have better luck, and congratulations, good for you. On the cabinet incubator, I get a better hatchability rate. I think last year we were in the 70%, which was pretty good. Anyways, chickens will do it for free, better hatchability rate. You see, that is one of the lessons that I've learned. One of the lessons that I've learned that no matter how smart I think I am, no matter how much I study these things, the chickens know it better, much better than I do. And so that's why I respect them so much. That's why I love them so much, because I've learned a great deal from them. I have to be humble, because no matter how much technology, how much I can invest into these machines, all the time, effort, and resources that go into that, those guys out there are willing to do it for free. Want a more sustainable world? We have to think in those terms, but we really ought to respect those animals. The chickenness of the chicken, the duckness of the duck. Tip my hat to them who can, do this for free, protect life, and being happy doing that. So that's a lesson. So that's just a minor lesson that I've learned. But you know what? One of the greatest rewards of homesteading is that every day is a new lesson. Every day I learn how little I know. And that's humbling. Thank you for watching.